Vayikra Perek 1 to Perek 7, comprising of Parshiot, Vayikra and Tzav, is devoted to the topic of the Karbanot. From Perek 8, the focus turns to the Mishkan, with Perek 8 informing us of its actual consecration into the daily lives of the nation. Vayikra 7:37 brings the segment of the Karbonots to a conclusion, the pasuk informing us, Zot HaTorah, this has been the various laws relating to the Ola, the Mincha, the Chatat, the Asham, the Miluyim, and the Shlamim. Asher tziva Hashem et Moshe b'Har Sinai, these are laws that were commanded to Moshe at Har Sinai, lahakriv et korbanehem laHashem, to offer their sacrifices to God. The pasuk contains two additional phrases which on the surface appear to be somewhat superfluous. One, the addition of the words Bamidbar Sinai, and also B'yom Tzavato et Bnei Yisrael, on the day that he commanded the Bnei Yisrael, both phrases creating a jaggedness to the flow of the text. The Torah Kohanim takes note of this jaggedness, and from the words Asher tziva Hashem et Moshe b'Har Sinai b'yom tzavato, he draws the halacha that karbanot must be sacrificed during daylight hours. The word bayom in this case is taken literally, during the daylight hours, that it is only bayom, during daylight hours, that the nation is permitted to offer their korbanot to Hashem. The SIFTAI CHACHAMIM asks that in light of the fact that the Tahara procedure involved the offering of a korban, and based upon the Torah Kohanim, karbanot are invalid if offered during the nighttime, there would have been no reason for us to suggest that the Tahara of a Mesorah could be done at night, for which we have a pasuk rejecting that option. In response, the Rebbe maintains that the question raised by the SIFTAI CHACHAMIM from the very outset was never an issue, using the reasoning behind why this halacha could not have been based upon the word bayom taharato, but rather required the words zot tihiyeh torat hamatzorah. As noted, the text allows for two definitions for the word yom. The first, daylight hours, in contrast to laila. The second option is that it refers to a full 24-hour period, sunset to sunset, and therefore the word bayom in of itself does not necessarily preclude laila. From the standpoint of Midrash, the Torah Kohanim is justified in using the word bayom literally to establish a basis for the halacha that karbanot must be sacrificed during daylight hours. Rashi, on the other hand, is bound by the Pshuta Shel Mikra, and according to the Pshuta Shel Mikra, there's nothing that limits the bayom of Vayikra 7:38 to the daylight hours. In other words, theoretically, unless we have information to the contrary, korbanot could be sacrificed at any time during the 24-hour period allocated to the respective korbanot. As such, argues the Rebbe, one could not invalidate the Tahara procedure for a Mesorah when done at night from Vayikra 14:2 on the basis that it involved the offering of a korban, and a korban was invalid if offered during the nighttime hours. The word bayom in of itself was not conclusive evidence to support this halacha, and therefore Rashi required the zot tihiyeh torat hamasorah to qualify the bayom taharato as referring to the daylight hours.